For this video I go like make una excuse my pidgin English so that we go fit explain mathematics in such a way when e be say everybody go understand am. I don talk am before say if you no know when to collect like terms, you no know when to divide both sides by coefficient of x, you no know when to cross multiply, you no know when to square both sides, you no know when to take square root on both sides, e go always be like say mathematics dey hard. I don talk and say now when you don't understand all these things, now you go fit solve all those big topics for mathematics like simultaneous equation, longitude and latitude, bearing and distances, and any other complex topic when you see for mathematics. That now why I dey suggest say make you learn these things first before we go learn all those big topics together for this same channel. For the last video when I post, we started with this first one when be how and when to collect like terms. So for this today video, we go learn the second one when be the how to divide both sides by coefficient of x and how to cross multiply. If you never see that my last post, if you check my last video so that you go fit understand how and when to collect like terms. So starting with this first one now, dividing both sides by coefficient of x. If we consider this first example when be 2y equals to 6. Before I saw this example e get one important thing when I want make you understand. You see, for mathematics, anytime when you multiply a number, let's say 3 times an alphabet, let's say z for instance, this 3 and this z, they go glue together, go turn to 3z. If you multiply 4 times m, they go glue together, it go turn to 4m. So make I ask you, 5 times p, 5p, right? Thank you very much. You go see why I first of all explain this thing when I explain now, before I go solve this example when we dey consider now. If you look this example again, you go see say 2 and y they glued together. So that one go don tell you already say now because they multiply 2 and y together, and I mean they glued together. So that now one condition when you go see before you think of say you want divide both sides by the coefficient of the alphabet when you define. So another condition when you go see be say the sign of equality go dey there and it go dey equal to another number. And we dey look for the alphabet, which is y in this case. So anytime when you see anything when look like this shape like this, just know say for you to find that thing when you define, well, that thing when you define, which is y in this case, some people they call it a variable. For you to get that variable now, you go write the big grammar when you need to write so that you will get your full marks. And that grammar now to say divide both sides by the coefficient of y. If na x we define, you go say divide both sides by the coefficient of x. Any alphabet when we define, you go say divide both sides by that coefficient. It is very important make you learn this grammar, because if you write them down, it will make you get your full marks. So now when we don't write this grammar, the next thing now to write the equation, which is 2y equal to 6. The coefficient of y or coefficient of any alphabet, now that number when they glued to the alphabet. So in this case, our coefficient of y now 2. So we use and divide the left side and the right side. If 2 cancel 2, now y will remain. So if 2 cancel 6, now 3 will be the answer. So our y now is equals to what? 3. It's as simple as that. Make we consider this second example. So I no go waste too much time because I already explained say 3y now because they don't multiply 3 and y. So we write our grammar, divide both sides by the coefficients of what? Of y. So we write 3y equals to 12 divided by 3 divided by 3. 3 go cancel 3. 3 into 12 now 4. So our y now 4. Okay, now make we consider the next one, which is when to cross multiply or how to cross multiply. If we look this first example when they here now, in order for us to know when to cross multiply, you go see say we define the alphabet, which is n in this case, and it dey in the form of fraction. Fraction means say either the alphabet wey we dey find dey on top of another number, or another number dey on top of the alphabet wey we dey find, and e dey equal to another number. So na like this e go be before you go talk say you wan think of cross multiplication. So there must be a fraction when dey involved. So you go first of all write the grammar: cross multiply. To cross multiply now mean say you go multiply like this and multiply like this. Take note, once you don already get one fraction standing, e better make you make the other number to be a fraction by putting over 1, because 3 over 1 are the same thing as 3. Okay, so we go cross multiply. As I don talk am before, I say to cross multiply means say to multiply like this, that's 2 times 3 and n times 1. Okay, so I go say n times 1 is equals to 2 times 3. N times 1 are the same thing as 1 times n, will give you n equal to 2 times 3 na 6. You don solve and finish with that too. Make we consider the second example. So just like as we don talk before, you go see say wetin we dey find dey in form of fraction, e dey equal to another thing, which is a fraction in this case. So we go just talk say cross multiply. Okay, so we go multiply like this, that's n times 6, and we go multiply like this. So if you say 6 times n equals to 3 times 4, 6 times n na 6n equals to 3 times 4 na 12. Remember, now we don come back to that last stage when we learn, which is when to say divide both sides by the coefficient of wetin you dey find. This na the reason why e good make you dey understand all these steps. So just like as we take solve that last time, now we go say divide both sides by the coefficient of n, because na n we dey find. So 6n divided by 6 is equals to 12 divided by 6. So 6 will cancel 6, will remain n. 6 will cancel 12, it will remain 2. It will remain 2. Therefore, n is equals to 2. So for our next class, we'll consider the other things when we never consider. Make you no forget to follow, share, like, and comment so that you will see more of this video. Thank you very much.